My hair is a mess. Happy Mondays. Ignore the mess in the background. Hey guys, it's Rocky V and welcome back to my channel. Before starting, if you'd like to, please subscribe to my channel. I try and post on Tuesdays and Saturdays whenever I can. And yeah, let's just get straight into it. Okay, so I've had my fair share of the internet. There's been like Omegle and Skype and Tinder and meeting just like a whole bunch of people. I met my boyfriend on Tinder. What else is there? There's like Chat Roulette, Meet Me, etc, etc, etc. There's so many websites, and I can guarantee every single person watching this video has at least been on one of those sites before, and we all have experienced those like rapist type of feels, like, you know, you get that weird feeling about somebody and the people are just weird as fuck in general. But there's usually gonna be like that 2% that are actually normal people and that you can actually become friends with, you know, you feel. And I'm gonna be talking about these kind of people that I have experienced in my life online. Does that work? So the first guy that I'm gonna be talking about is like the creepy, you know, weird fuck, you know, probably old, probably 56 years old. If you look up my name on YouTube, you'd see that I have like 4 different channels. Please don't watch any of the videos. But me and Erica used to post videos and we were like 12 years old and we were trying to start a YouTube channel because that's like when it started getting really popular, that people were, you know, becoming YouTubers and they were doing, and we started posting like what we thought was funny videos. And we got a message this one time, this guy, he was like a new subscriber or whatever, and he messaged us and he was saying that he loves our channel, he wants to keep watching us, you know, he subscribes, and he was wondering if like we can do a college experiment like with him, like if we can be the people who, you know, are in the experiment, like the testers. I know you already know exactly where this is going. He said he was like 18 maybe, I don't know, 18 to 20. I wish I had the messages still, but he asked if we could show him our feet. Yeah, I know. We're like 10 years old, 11, 12, you know, however old I just said we were. You know, like I said, he's like 18, so that's literally illegal. That's that's terrible. We're not like 16, and just like we showed our feet. This fucking lie. Oh, the struggle of being in a dorm. Do you fucking see this? This is bullshit. If a friend was over, for example Izzy, we would show him her feet like while she was sleeping. She doesn't know about this. He asked her one time when she was awake and she was like, what the fuck, hell no, you know, because she's not me and Erica. And when she went to bed, me and Erica would stay up till like 4 o'clock in the morning talking to this man, and she would go to bed and he would be like, show me her feet, and we would show him. Eventually this just went on for like many weeks, and Erica was still talking to him. I kind of stopped. I backed up a little bit, but I swear Erica probably dated him. I don't think she did, but I don't know. I like to pick on her and like talk to her about this type of stuff. I wish I had the proof. Erica used to just always talk to him, and I don't know what we were thinking. I don't like, just thinking back to it, it's just, nobody ever knew what he looked or sounded like. I think maybe he showed a picture, but he probably wasn't even real. If he did show us a picture of his face, it was not his face. It was probably somebody else from, like I said, I quit, I backed up, but Erica was still talking to him, and she, thankfully, I don't think she talks to him anymore. She talked to him for eventually, thankfully, she quit too. We just kind of moved on with our lives. We talked to him for about a year and a half, maybe 2 years. Moral of the story, if you're under 18, under 16, under 13, whatever, and there's a college guy trying to do a social science experiment with you, don't do it. Don't show your fucking feet to some pedophile. That's weird as hell. I know he might have like, what is that, like a foot fetish or whatever, like you do you, boo-boo, but that's not my cup of tea, and that's not what I get involved in. I'm sorry if my voice sounds a little bit weird. I think it's like the flu season or whatever, and I think I'm actually catching a cold, which really fucking sucks. Damn. So the next story, this is kind of like the more catfish, though, like the catfish that I was talking about in my title. Me and Erica were about 13 years old, and this also had Izzy in it, but she was like, again, like she wasn't really like into it, but she was into it. She was there most of the time, and she thought this boy was cute, but unfortunately we think he was a catfish. So we're on Omegle, and we meet this guy George, and I know what you're thinking, if you meet the person on Omegle, odds are they're actually real, like they're real people. But sometimes they might just show a black screen, or they'll just it'll be like a fake picture type of thing. And I'm pretty sure he was a black screen. I don't remember it like 100%, but I'm pretty sure it was a black screen. He was cute as hell, and we were like, damn, like, how are you into us? Honestly, like, look at these pictures right here. No. I'm gonna try to find a picture of him that he always used, but if I can't find it, then sorry. Like I said, we've only seen this one picture. We've seen it for a couple weeks now, and we were being hoes, you know, showing, flashing, you know what I mean. And really still no pics. He said he's like 2 years older than us, so that means he was like about 15 years old, and you know, we were 13, 14, whatever. And he did look older in the picture, so that's probably the only reason why we thought he was real. But we were thinking he's way too cute, and he's not really showing us a picture. We knew what he sounded like. His name was George Ortiz. You're not going to find him on Facebook because I don't even think he's real. I don't even think he has a Facebook anymore. But we're actually going to get to that in 1 second. For whatever reason, you know, we asked him, does he have a Facebook? And he did have a Facebook, but it was that same profile picture. And we're pretty sure he just created the profile. I think back then on Facebook, you couldn't see like when they joined, or like they could have it on private if they wanted to. But we were friends with him on Facebook, and he just had that same profile picture, and then he would have like random pictures of like anime or something like that. And about, you know, a year or two later, you know, we just kind of stopped talking, and me and Erica were like just randomly talking about him. I remember when we would be like, I was in the garage talking to Erica about this man, and I was looking him up on Facebook, and guess what the fuck happened? That I saw 2 years ago, it was some fucking child. Literally a child who saw my goodies, maybe 11, maybe 12, I'll give him 12. And I just cannot believe that we fell for it. We're not friends on Facebook anymore. He probably deleted his account. But I would see like photos that he ended up being tagged in, and you know, he actually had a Facebook then, and he was a kid like that saw me and Erica and Izzy. Moral of the story, get more pictures, and actually, you know, if you're gonna Skype, ask for like, you know, face-to-face conversation, not typing. Okay, and the next story is with Izzy. If you can't tell, I have like the same group of friends that I've been doing this shit with for like the past 6 years. But this one's more with Izzy. Erica did know who this kid was, but she didn't really talk to him. It was this time, it was like me and Izzy, and we were on Omegle, and we met this kid. I'm not gonna say his real name, but his name is Salmon, for the fake name. Izzy probably already knows like exactly who this is just by listening to his name. He's 100% real, and you know, he's truthful. We know where like what state he lives in, how old he is. We're like still in cahoots with him, but we don't really talk to him that much anymore. He was pretty truthful, and he was like a really good friend, except he was a fuckboy. And yes, he was a fuckboy that me and Izzy fucked with. Literally, probably like the first couple weeks he played us, I really liked him, and Izzy really liked him, but we were only like 14 at the time, so we didn't really want to, you know, have a guy that lives across the fucking country, you know, be our issue like in friendship. So we were kind of just like, you know, whoever he likes, you know, what the fuck ever. I don't know if that's a weird friendship or what, but that's just what we did. We started to roll the ball back to him, and he would date Izzy, you know, break up with her, go with me. He was like, I think he was my Valentine one time, but he was probably also hers. We never really talked about that. Talking to me and being like, I love you, like I might break up with Izzy one day because I really like you, I love you so much, you're like my life, oh my god, I can't wait to meet you, I want to send you like a Valentine's Day package, whatever the fuck it was. You know, all of it wasn't true. We already know that. And there was at one point I was like on Izzy's sister's like bunk bed, and we were like saying like, I'm on the top bunk, you know, Izzy's like on the bottom bunk, and we were like both talking to him at the same time, but I was the one that was Skyping him. But I said that I was like talking to somebody else. Izzy knew this, by the way, but Salmon thought that, you know, Izzy really didn't know, that she was like in the other room, or she was like, you know, minding her own business. And at one point someone asked me to see my titties, to see the goodies, because that's all he fucking wanted as a fuck boy. That's all they want. And I was like, Izzy, you know, I texted her, I was like, Izzy, you know, let's do this. And I was like, okay, hold on, I'm just gonna wait for Izzy to like get out of the room, and then I'll show you. And we went, I was like, okay, you ready? And Izzy was like behind me, she was like, 1, 2. And when she got to 3, I was like in the process of pulling up my shirt, but then Izzy grabbed the camera and he was like, "Huh," and like she shut the thing and she just, yeah. It just ended like that. Sorry, it just started storming randomly. What the fuck? Do you hear that? Don't mind the weather. I'm just gonna have to speak a little bit louder, I guess. It's raining like crazy. Do you hear that? Moral of the story, don't trust anybody, especially online. Especially if it's a guy and they've played you multiple times. They're gonna be a fuckboy and they're not gonna stop. Okay guys, before we like continue, look at this weather. Oh my gosh. Yes, big titty queen. Let's go. I'm like obsessed with this weather, so give me a second to process here. I really hope I don't have to go to class. I have to go to psychology after this video. Hopefully I don't have to go. So the next couple people, they're like those 2% that I was talking about. It involves basically me and Izzy this time. Erica was also friends with them, but like I said, she didn't talk to them as much either. The first ones that I'm going to be talking about, I'm going to say their names because I am friends with them. Wesley and Brad. We met them on Omegle. Omegle, I know. 2.5 years ago, almost 3 years ago, and yes, we do still talk to them today. Well, I love them to death. They're awesome. I think they're great friends. I don't know if Izzy really talks to them anymore. I know Brad like messaged her the other day, but I know that I just Skyped Brad like last week, so you know we're still talking. And me and Wesley, we're cool. We don't talk that much anymore, but you know we're still friends with him as well. We would like send packages, you know, always talk to each other, and we've been planning to meet them one day. We're still planning to meet them. It's kind of, I guess, been a goal of ours since we first met them. We've always wanted to meet somebody online that we know. And the next people then we'll be talking about, again with Izzy, I met them on Omegle as well. They're a lot like Wesley and Brad. Their names were Patches and Alex. We do still talk to them, but there's a couple more people. There's Alex's brother Tristan, and then their friend Pedro, or Nate. I call him Pedro because when I first met him, he said his name was Pedro, and I actually believed him, and I've just been calling him Pedro ever since. I don't even care. It's like a nickname. If you can't tell, the people that were actually normal and weren't freaks, there wasn't really an interesting story, but I just want to tell you that moral of the story, there are good people on the internet. You know, they're not all freaks, especially, I guess, if they're younger. They're better. Yeah, definitely if you're on Omegle or whatever, stay cautious of people that you meet. I'm not influencing anybody to go online and find people to meet because that is very dangerous. It's just something that me and Izzy have always loved to do, and Erica, that we've just always really liked to do for some whatever reason. And I met my boyfriend on Tinder. That's gonna be like a storytime video, like in another video in like a couple weeks, and you know I'm gonna have him on my YouTube channel soon, the next time that I see him. He lives in Tennessee, which is where I also live. Like that's how we met on Tinder, because you find people like that are very close to you. He lives about 45 minutes away from me, and it was very cautious when we first met. He was actually nervous that I was the catfish. I was like, boy, I was nervous that you were the catfish. So when we first met, it was awesome. He came to pick me up. And yeah, that's just gonna be in another video. So those were some of my catfishing stories, and you know, just random people that I've met online that I just want to share with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like it if you did like it, and if you would love to, please subscribe to my channel. I try and post on Tuesdays and Saturdays if I can. And I hope you guys have a lovely day, unlike today where it's really stormy, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Bye.